Welcome to Burnin Daylight Sports with Matt McKinley, Eric Winkler, and Jake Rehnquist. Join us every Tuesday for betting lines, hot takes, and a whole lot of fun. Well, good morning. Welcome back, Daylight Burners. The studio is coming into shape. We're ironing out some kinks. We're getting it all done. Not quite there yet, but significantly closer than we were, I'd say.
Hopefully my audio is a little bit better than yesterday.
It sounds better already, so.
Okay, good.
So, yeah, I think this thing was kind of cobbled together, but I've had several different, I've ran it through Grok and ChatGPT, and then I think Claude, all of them, and just said, just inspect this and tell me what you think. And they all say it's very well built, so I don't know if that's true yet or not. It doesn't feel like it at times, but we'll see. Speaking of well built, we talked about the rich getting richer, and Mookie Betts is coming back off of the IL. So if you wondered if the Dodgers were good still, yeah, they are. They're still really good.
Even in second place.
That's one of those things where, okay, they dropped the lead, but does that hold? Absolutely not. Do the Padres hang on to that? No. They'll make it interesting, but at the end of the day, that the Dodgers are winning the West unless everybody tears their ACL or something. It's but even then, who knows? They've got so much depth that I don't know. I don't know how you beat them if you're in the West. It's the Padres have a good plan right now, but they're going to get the speed wobbles here at some point, and they're due for a 5-6 game schneid. I would imagine.
Yeah, and it seems like the Dodgers are at least for Dodgers, they've already not really started out the way they might have wanted to. So
no, not really.
They're just going to get better, I think.
Well, exactly.
Especially with Mookie coming back.
Yeah, they're at 24-17, and they're not happy with their performance. 7 games over 500, and they're like, "How we could get better," and they could. That's the thing about it. But looking back over the slate, pretty light one yesterday. Guardians over the Angels 7-2. Cantillo with the win there.
Alek Manoah had a nice game.
Nice.
2 hits, 0 earned runs, 5 innings, which is better than he's been in the MLB lately. So
yeah, that is true. Orioles get one over the Yanks at home, 3-2. Was Schlittler on the mound for that one?
Weathers,
okay. And he went.
Ben Rice had another home run. Just continue to tear it up. Weathers 6 in the third.
2 runs, 1 hit, 9 punch
9
outs,
Ks,
3 walks. Yeah, that's you'd like to see him decrease that a little bit, but still, that's a solid outing. And then Young went 5 1/3, 3 hits, 2 runs, 5 punch outs, and 3 walks. So some walks all the way around. Looks like total of only 3 for Baltimore. So the starters issuing the walks. The bullpen held pretty solid. It was a bullpen heavy day yesterday.
someone got lit up for the Yankees for 3 runs.
Yeah, it was. That had to have been Weathers. No, it was in the 7th. So
I guess Weathers ate 2 of them. But it was I think Hedrick on the mound.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's a tough one. But that's the life of a reliever. You come in with in a shitty situation and try to clean it up. But that's also why you see the ERAs just extremely bloated in the bullpen too, because a lot of time you only get 3 batters. Because used to be you might only get 1 batter, and if that dude takes you deep, then you're like, well, fuck, got a 27 ERA on the game. But now you have to if you start the, I guess if you come in the inning, you have to face 3 batters, right? Before they can pull you.
So yeah, if it's your first time in the game, you have to face 3 batters. But like if you come in the middle of an inning and only face 2 batters,
they can bring in somebody else.
You don't have to come back in.
Yeah. Okay. But if you come in the middle of the inning or you start the inning, you have to face 3 batters or finish the inning.
Yes. Yeah. That's right.
So yeah. But Orioles having a tough time getting anything going, but they're not in bad shape, except they're in the East and they've got a lot of ground to catch up. But they're just not very good. It's one of those that seems like they should be better, but that pitching staff sucks, and the offense has some pieces, but they're kind of just whatever at the moment. Blue Jays, Rays stay hot. They win 8-5. Rasmussen I think he went like 5. He's been pitching well this year. But the Rays in general just playing really solid baseball. Rasmussen went 6, 4 hits, 3 runs, 6 punch outs. Pretty good outing.
That was pretty much all in one inning.
Yeah, probably third time through the order.
No, second inning.
Second inning. Okay. Yeah. Well, settled down. Gave him 4 shutout after that. So that's quite literally a quality start. That matches the definition of a quality start. 6 plus innings and 3 or less runs. Like, yeah, that's what you. It's kind of a rarity in today's MLB with pitch emphasis on pitch counts and everything, and just the way the bullpens get used. So quality starts are very much a luxury anymore, and so it's cool when you see it. Well, I'll get back.
Hey, I'm going to be back in half a second here.
Okay, I'm going to skip the D-backs Rangers for a minute. We'll come back to that because that was the game of the night. But Astros picking up 1 on the Mariners picking up 1 on the Astros, 3-1 in Houston. Kirby gets his 5th win of the year, pitching well. He's got a 2.84 ERA. I guess I can go ahead and pop this up on the screen. And let's see, Kirby, he went 5 innings, 7 hits, 1 run, 7 punch outs, and 2 walks. Solid outing for him. Lambert takes the loss. He went 7 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 6 punch outs and a walk. Not a bad outing from him either. Also a quality outing, and yeah, it's it was a good pitching day.
Yeah, and Julio had a home run, and I was kind of looking through his stats. We were kind of talking last episode that he's kind of a slow starter, but it looks like he's on a roll in the last 15 games. He's hitting 344 with 6 home runs.
Yeah, he's got 7 on the year, so he's really picked up the pace here recently.
Yeah, so look, if he's starting hot now, maybe that gets the Mariners back on track.
It could be. I hope not, but it definitely could be. It's not that I don't trust the A's right now. I don't necessarily trust the A's right now. But Giants over the Dodgers 9-3. Giants with a much needed win there at Dodger Stadium. Chavez Ravine. The Giants suck. They're not good. They picked up 1 there. Everybody wins something in baseball eventually, but McDonald on the mound for the Giants. He went 5 1/3. Gave up 9 hits, 2 runs, 4 punch outs and 2 walks. Gave up a homer. Sasaki's been struggling a little bit. 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 5 punch outs and a walk. Have you paid much attention to his story this year? I know it seemed like he started out pretty good.
I haven't honestly really been paying attention to him too much.
He kind of gets lost in all the other wealth of talent they have over there.
I mean, he's sitting on a 5.88 ERA on this season.
Yeah.
So this is not exactly great.
No, but it's curious to see, like, especially on pitchers now that we're a little bit into the season. You kind of gotta go with like the last 10 games. But his last 7 games, he's at a 5.88 ERA. So,
I mean, that's I think his whole season.
Yeah.
So far, and I don't know. Looking at some of the deeper stats, it looks like he just puts out a ton of people on base.
I think so. So his last 3, he's given up 3, 3, and 4. So I mean, not more than you'd like to see, but not terrible, honestly. And he's gone 5, 6, and 5. So it's not. He has given you some length. He's chewing up some innings, okay. But yeah, it's not exactly what you want to see, but not terrible. And then I was mentioning this last night when I was recording the Farm and Ranch report, but D-backs 1-0 over the Rangers, and I thought that Eovaldi was scheduled to start. He was a late scratch with like abdomen soreness or something. I forget exactly what it was. Something weird, and that's a bummer because Eovaldi, we were talking before recording here, that he's one of those guys that is also kind of made of glass, but when he's on the mound, he shoves. He's had 2 Tommy Johns, and he was out pretty good amount of the season last year with something or other. I don't remember what it was that he was injured with, but he's just one of those guys that's always injured.
Yeah, I mean, he's great when he's there, but
yeah,
he's been injured a bit the last couple of years.
Yeah, and that's a bummer because he's fun to watch pitch, and I've seen him shove against us before, and it's not fun in the moment, but at the same time you're just like, damn, motherfucker can pitch.
But Soroka had a nice outing.
Soroka had a really nice outing. He was 6 1/3, 3 hits, 1 walk, 5 punch outs, no runs, shutout complete for the D-backs. But the Rangers bullpen too. For a bullpen game, they gave up a single run in the first and then shut it down after that. It was a classic pitcher's duel there down in Texas, and I'm glad to see the D-backs come out on top on that. But that's I didn't get to watch any of that. I was watching slightly less refined pitching performance in a girls softball game. Not as many strikeouts, a lot of walks on that one. But yeah, Soroka's been pitching really well. He's at a 3.53 ERA. So, but here the last couple starts, he's been really putting up some good numbers. So good for the D-backs. They're looking to stay relevant in the West, which is going to be tough to do going down the stretch. But on that same note, the D-backs traded Alek Thomas to the Dodgers, so they had just designated him for assignment. And
did you see who they got back?
I did, but I forget who it was. I'll pull up the article right now.
Ooh. Jose Requena?
Yeah, Jose Requena is a minor leaguer outfielder. And then Dodgers designated Michael Ciani for assignment. And yeah. So Alek Thomas, he's going to be depth type player. He's not he's not bad by any means. He played really well for the D-backs at times, but off to a kind of a rough start this year. So, Shucky darn, she had to go to the Dodgers. I'm sure he's crying himself to sleep over that.
Yeah, it's an interesting trade though, because I mean they really sold low on him.
Yeah, they didn't get much back for him unless this Requeno guy is a stud, but I have not heard of him, which doesn't mean a whole lot, but I do kind of follow, particularly Pacific Coast League. I follow it somewhat with the Aces being there in Reno, and then the A's affiliate is in Vegas. So like,
he doesn't have any. He has no minor league stats.
oh, huh? They really sold low on him then, huh?
Oh, he's 17.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Okay, so you're just telling for 6 years in the future.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's. I guess they really didn't. They didn't have much to say about Alec Thomas. Apparently, it was a dude that helped put him in the World Series a couple of years ago. But it's very much a "what have you done for me lately" type of league. So.
Yeah, well, and he's hitting 181 on the season, so not a whole lot lately.
Yeah, not a whole lot. And I'm not sure what his defense is like. But yeah, even if your defense is elite, hitting 181's pretty tough look. All right. In the standings, not much has changed except the Rays are now they're a full game, no, half game up on the on the Yankees at 27-13.
There's two games.
Two games. All right, I'm looking at that wrong. Yeah, 27-13 for the Rays, 26-16 for the Yanks. So yeah, the Rays up 2 games in the East, and then yeah, after that it's pretty bleak still. Orioles, Jays, Red Sox, not getting much of anything going. The White Sox are a game and a half back of the Guardians. Tigers 2 games back, tied with the Royals. You guys got the tiebreaker on the Royals?
I guess so now.
Okay.
For some reason, I thought we were losing that season series, but
I kind of thought so too. But it shows how much I've been paying attention on that. And then the Twins, only a game back of that. So you got 3 games that separate top and bottom of the Central. So is it ass a little bit, or is it very competitive? It could just be competitive ass.
Yeah, that's more likely. But I mean, in a week here, we could have the whole standings could be completely mixed up.
Yeah, it's 3 games is nothing, especially this early in the season. That's shake that division up, and I won't be surprised how any of that falls out in the next month or so. West is kind of the same thing. I don't see the Angels and the Astros climbing back in, but it's only 6 games that separate top and bottom. The top 3 are separated by 2.5, but the A's still hanging on to a 2-game lead over the Mariners, 2.5 on the Rangers. And we got a pretty tough series coming up with St. Louis starting today. And then the Giants come to town later on this week, and then another road trip. I will say the nice thing, I don't know if it's nice, but like convenient thing on playing in a shared AAA stadium is exactly you're going to get 2 series at home and you're going to get 2 series on the road, and it just alternates week after week like that. Just a week-long road trip, week-long home stretch, and
that's kind of nice because like I've been off. Tigers have been away for they will be away for 2 weeks, and then I got 4 games in 7 days. So
yeah. Yeah, it's so that field does not get a whole lot of rest. They, as soon as the A's head on the road, the River Cats come in and play their 6-game series there, and of course the minor league system is kind of like that, where you have the long road road stretch, you have the long homestand, and so the A's are just flip-flopping with the River Cats on that. But anyway, starting a 6-game homestand today against the Cardinals, who've been playing good ball. Rangers, they're hanging in there. They're not looking great, but the wheels haven't completely fallen off yet. Eovaldi, that'd be something to monitor to see if he's going to miss any time. It doesn't sound like he was going to, but
hopefully it's just he's getting a rest this week, but definitely a big hit if he's out.
Yeah, he's between him and DeGrom, those are two guys that they give you a solid chance of winning every time they're on the mound, and when one of them's out, that's a big blow because their offense is nothing really to write home about. They've got some pieces, but it's kind of whatever for the Rangers. They're leaning on run prevention more so than offense. They're pretty clearly with the way they've set up their pitching staff. Astros and the Angels both suck. Not gonna spend too much time on them. Soriano's been good. Mike Trout's been good. Joe Adele has been good. The Astros, I don't even know what's been going on with the Astros, and I don't.
Alvarez.
Yordan Alvarez has been awesome, and Carlos Correa's out for the year. That's
Imai's coming off the DL tonight.
Yeah, so he's making his start tonight. I saw.
He was sitting at like a 7-something ERA, but this is his first year in American baseball. They got like a slightly different size ball. And I know he's been having some issues, kind of off the field, just adjusting to like the schedule. With MLB versus MPB.
I imagine it's a pretty big culture shock going from Japan to Houston too.
And so that's another thing too. Is like he seems like he hasn't felt comfortable in Houston.
You got you got a very polite, busy culture in Japan, and then you've just got a very loud, fat, lazy fan base in Texas. Yeah, it's Houston. I've never really been to Houston proper. I've been to the airport, but I've been to Texas plenty, and Texas versus Japan. That's got to be a pretty big culture shock. Anyway, we'll see how Imai, because he got a pretty rude awakening to MLB.
He's got some nasty stuff, and so I hope he bounces back.
I do too. If he don't, I won't be. Nothing against him personally. It's just he plays for the Astros, so if he sucks, I won't be.
Fair enough.
It won't be any skin off my back. But I like good baseball, and I tend to like the Japanese players a lot. They're pretty fun to watch. They're so just like fundamentally sound most of the time. Like they are like the most fundamental baseball players on the planet. It seems like. Over in the National League. The Braves are still running away with the East, 9 games up on the Phillies, but the Phillies playing good ball still. But we got the Phillies, Marlins, and Nationals all at 19 and 22, and the Mets all the way down on the bottom, 15 and 25. Pretty bleak for the Mets. They have a better run differential than only the Phillies in the division by one run, but the Phillies have started stacking some wins. So
they're calling up someone tonight.
What was his name? Is there number 1 or number 2 prospect? Ewing, outfielder.
Yep.
AJ Ewing. And he's only had 12 games at AAA, but the Mets are in desperate need of offense, so They said bring him up.
He's also supposed to be a plus defense defender too, so
Yeah.
hopefully they can use all the help they can get.
Yeah. Anything they can get, they will take. I was looking. I'll pull down the share screen. Still, what the hell was that guy's name? I just read that article like 10 minutes before I got on here about that kid for them A's with the hit streak, but he's had some significant time in AAA, I think. Well, it's not. I know it was Kirby something. Oh, Bolte. There we go. Henry Bolte. Yeah, he's an outfielder, and he had a hit in 12 straight plate appearances. Set to be promoted to the big leagues. Source told MLB Pipeline's Jonathan Mayo. That one, like when you're swinging that hot of a bat, I understand bringing him up. I just don't know where he slots in at the moment. So the outfield already has Butler, Soderstrom, Cortez, Colby Thomas, Rooker from time to time, and then Denzel Clark be coming off of the IL at some point. And now you add another one in the mix. I wonder. I don't know if he plays. Geloff as well has been playing some center field and playing pretty well. But it seems like he's found a home at third base. Geloff has been swinging the bat here pretty well lately, and which is good to see. He really struggled last year, but yeah, I don't know where this Bolte guy is going to slot in, but swinging a hot bat, they're going to use it, I guess.
Well, and he doesn't have a date to come up yet, right?
No, it's just reports. So
yeah, I mean, maybe they're just teasing it until someone goes down. And generally, I mean, they're going to need depth at some point.
Yeah, that is for sure. I'd like to see him call some pitching up because the pitching's been kind of a carousel. The starting pitching's been, solid-ish. It's not been great, but it's not been terrible. The bullpen's hit or miss. They sent Alvarado down for some reason. I'm not sure what his deal was. It seemed like he was pitching pretty well for us, but it looked like he was.
He's got some nasty stuff, but he's also been inconsistent over his career.
Yeah, he definitely has been. I know he spent a pretty good chunk of last year down at AAA, and when they called him back up, he pitched well. He pitched well in the WBC, and then he started off the year pretty good, and they sent him down. And I don't know, maybe they knew something that I didn't, but it seemed like he was pitching pretty well. Anyway,
I guess we're talking about our home teams here. I was just going to talk about that post I sent you.
Yeah.
About the Tigers. Talking about the Tigers are the fourth unluckiest offense in baseball right now. And so it's their expected average versus actual average is 241 versus 254. And that's pretty big.
Yeah.
Slugging percent, it gets even bigger from 388 to 435.
That's a huge.
If you're losing 50 points, I mean that's that's a lot of missed runs right there.
That's like a double a game that you're not getting.
Yeah, and weighted on base average 320 to 338, not super big. And then like one of the what hurts the most probably is all the players on the IL. So they got Skubal, Mize, Melton, Job, Verlander.
Fuck, you got a whole starting rotation on the IL.
Yeah, and Seabold. So those are your Brisky, Vest, and Olsen. And then you got Glaber, Parker Meadows, Javier Baez, and now Kerry Carpenter on the IL for the offense.
Yeah.
So like I was saying last time, if they can just get healthy, get some of those pitchers back, a couple of those batters back.
Yeah, they're going to be good.
Yeah, they just got to hang in there until they get some of those guys back.
Yeah, you just got to circle the wagons right now and survive. But once you start getting guys back healthy, I think things are going to turn around for the Central. All right, over the National League Central, still the hottest division in baseball. Cubs at the top at 22-14. They're on a 2-game losing streak at the moment. Brewers catching them fast. They're 3.5 games back. They've won 4 straight, 7-3 over their last 10. Cardinals taking on the A's this series. They're 23-17, 6-4 over their last 10. They lost the last 2. And then the Pirates and the Reds bringing up the rear at 22-19. Reds hopefully can keep things going. They've won 2, but they lost 8 straight before that. And the Pirates are playing. They're 6-4 over their last 10. And if they can do that, 5-5, 6-10 on it consistently on a 10-game stretch, like, they're going to be right there in the hunt for a wild card spot, if not the division. Depends on how. I still think Milwaukee's probably going to win that division. I don't. This is a biased pick, but I don't buy the Cubs. They have been playing hot. They're a good team, but it's the Cubs. They're known for choking it away. The Brewers have been solid at closing out the regular season and then just ass in the playoffs historically. But yeah, I've no reason to think that they won't be at the top this year, just as my gut says, anyways.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if any of these teams win the division.
It's like the bizarro version of the American League Central, where everybody's good. But no, for real, it's another one. It's 5 games that separate top and bottom, and they're all 5 teams above 500. Like, shake them up, and it could land completely different next week. Yeah, especially if the Reds go on a heater, because if they turn out to be one of those streaky teams like that, where they get hot and then get real cold, they go on a 7-8 game heater, they could be back at the top of the division this time next week. So who knows? Yeah, I mean, they're not going to play 7 or 8 games by then, but you know what I mean.
They got Washington this series, this next series, and I think that will say a lot about both of those clubs.
I think so too.
Because I mean, if Washington gets swept here, I think that's the last that we talk about Washington.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. But if they make it a series, like, maybe we got to keep talking about Washington.
Right, and if the Reds drop that series, you're like, man, they're starting to look. There's some cracks in the armor there. Pretty significant cracks. But the Pirates, Paul Skenes draws the Rockies after going 8 shutout the other day, and so we'll see how the Roccos fare. But Skenes,
that's in Pittsburgh too. So
yeah, I mean, Skenes is mortal, but just barely. All right, so over in the West, we got the Padres half game up on the Doyers. They've won 2 straight. They're playing 500 ball over the last 10. Nobody in the West has a winning record in the last 10 games. 4-6 for the Dodgers, Diamondbacks, and Giants, and 2-8 for the Rockies.
So funny thing about San Diego that I saw, I think Sunday night, was right after our pod, was so Nick Castellanos borrowed Tatis's bat.
I heard
And
that.
he hit a home run with it. So Tatis has got 0 home runs with his own bat, and Nick's got 1 in 1 at bat with it.
That's funny. And it wasn't even opening day. Isn't it Castellanos that always hits a home run on opening
No,
day?
no.
No, it's the catcher for Philly, Real Muto.
It's not him either. But
Fuck,
I forget.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, me too. It was somebody on Philly, but Castellanos on the Padres now. But been kind of a rough stretch for the West, but the top 3 teams all pretty good. So the D-backs are only 4 games out of the division right now. That's a pretty big hole to climb out when you're dealing with the Dodgers. See if they can keep pace. And the Rockies and the Giants just trading places for the basement of the division. I'm hoping the A's can put them solidly in the basement. Maybe give the Rockies a jump up into that 4th place spot later this week. But we'll see how that goes. Giants still got a couple games against the Doyers to contend with.
Yeah, and they just got beat up on, so look for them to bounce back strong in the next couple of games.
Yeah, they got beat 9-3 last night, so I would imagine they're going to be out for blood a little bit tonight. All right, slate moving forward. We got Angels at the Guardians. We got Arena versus Sasaki. Yeah. Nothing real exciting there. Irena's been okay. He's got a 3.22 ERA. Sacconi's been roughed up a little bit. Will Warren against Trevor Rogers. That's a pretty good matchup. Yankees at the Orioles. This is the one we called. I called the other day on the over. Let me see what my betting app says on that one. But we got Michaelis on the mound for the Nationals. He's been ass. Brady Singer's not been great. And it's at Great American Ballpark. I would imagine they put up some runs today. Trying to see what the over-under is on that. Over-under is 9.
That's pretty high. Okay, so they're thinking the same.
10. Over is 10. Yeah, so.
Whew. Okay.
Even so, I might take that over. That's borderline. I think the bet of the day on my betting app or my betting assistant deal says take Guardians win. It's not great juice on it. It's like minus 163, I believe, is what they had. So
I got minus 140, so I might take that.
Yeah, minus 140 is not bad. I typically have my parameters set anything better than minus 225, and I only take those on like solid locks because that's just there's not much winnings there, but it's a good way to build some bankroll on those heavy favorites if you can get them. If you can get them at decent enough odds, but minus 140 for Cleveland, that's a pretty good get. We got Michael Lorenzen on the bump for the Rockies. He has not been very good. He wasn't all that good last year either. And Paul Skenes.
It's been a while since he's been good.
Yeah. Then Paul Skenes again on the bump. And Paul Skenes with run support is almost not fair. It's they finally got some people to swing the bat when Paul Skenes is on the mound. So tough draw for the Roccos. We'll see what they can do against him. Wheeler's taking the bump again today for the Phillies. They're at Fenway. Probably a bullpen game, it looks like, for the Red Sox. Starters to be determined, but that usually means a bullpen game. Wheeler. I think Wheeler's back. It seems like it. This will be his third start since coming back.
Yeah.
So
he's
looks good. So
yep.
I hope he keeps it up. I know his velo was down a little bit, but that guy's a pitcher, so I don't think. I mean, it obviously affects the way you pitch, but that guy's a sure enough pitcher. So I think he'll be. It's kind of like DeGrom. His velocity dropped down, but he's still DeGrom. Rays at the Blue Jays. We got McClanahan, who's been pitching really well, and Patrick Corbin, who's been not bad. How
better than he's been? So
yeah. How old is Corbin? He's pushing 40, isn't he?
I would have guessed mid-30s, but yeah, he's getting up there.
That's a not a bad matchup to watch. 36.
He's 37. Yeah, almost 37 now.
Okay. So it's not a bad matchup to watch. Blue Jays trying to get things going, and the Rays just quietly quietly the best team in the American League. All right, you got your Tigers at the Mets. Hopefully a get right series, but drew a pretty tough one to start in Freddie Peralta.
Yeah, we got their only good pitcher. It just started out, so hopefully we can, put up some runs because we're gonna need it with Flaherty.
Yeah, for sure. You don't know what inning it's going to be, but you will need it. You will need it. White Sox at the Royals. Fetty on the bump for the White Sox. Kolek for the Royals. It's kind of a snoozer game, but look for Murakami to hit a home run. Maybe Bobby Witt will hit another in the park home run on a ground ball. That was a legit home run, though. I mean, it wasn't. There were no errors on the play. It was just a dude's fast. Marlins at the Twins. Gross. Bailey Obers. He's not been all that great this year. Been okay. Perez has been not great this year either, but I wouldn't say bad, but he's not been great. Padres at the Brewers. This is a good series. Not particularly a good pitching matchup. Waldron and Sproat both struggling pretty good this year. And then an interesting matchup, which could be a really good pitching matchup, or it could not be. Gallen.
Yeah, two guys who are probably better than their ERA suggests right now.
Yeah, exactly. Gallen, when Gallen's on, he's like ace level pitcher. Gore the same way, and they have not really pitched like it so much this year. But that's still a good matchup. D-backs at the Rangers. Nothing personal, Mackenzie Gore, but I'm hoping that the D-backs get you. And then Mariners at the Astros. We got Wu taking on Imai. That's a pretty interesting matchup as well. So kind of disregard Imai's ERA for now, and we'll see if that number's for real or if the guy can bounce back and show the nastiness that he's capable of.
And same with Wu. I mean, he's been just absolutely solid the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And kind of struggled so far this year, and I expect that ERA to steadily come down over the season.
I would think so too. That guy's and he's not necessarily a power pitcher. He's just like he's
really consistent.
Yeah. So I would expect him I would expect him to get back on track. He throws that sinker pretty regularly, doesn't he?
I actually don't know what his.
I want to say his
repertoire is.
I want to say his arsenal's like a sinker slider guy, but I could be wrong on that. Well, his cover photos got him throwing a four-seamer, so fuck me, right? Anyway, that's a pretty interesting pitching matchup. I guess I'm hoping Imai shoves and pushes the Mariners down a game or so. Giants at the Dodgers. We got Hauser on the mound for San Francisco. Yamamoto, who's been Yamamoto this year. He's I was listening to something the other day, and like the Cy Young voting for the National League is like Paul Skenes at 30-something%, more than double than the next highest, which was Yamamoto and then Ohtani. So,
I mean, I'm surprised it's even that.
I know it.
I think that low for Skenes.
I know it. It's but Ohtani's been pitching out of his mind here lately. His offense has dropped off pretty considerably, but it's still not bad. And in the meantime, it looks like he's Cy Young's about the only thing he doesn't have in his trophy case yet. So it looks like that's what he's dialing up for. And then we got the Cardinals coming to town, West Sacramento, Palante on the bump for the Redbirds, and Jeffrey Springs taking the hill for the A's. He's been pretty solid this year. Got roughed up a little bit last couple starts. Let's hope he get back right. He pitches pretty well in West Sacramento. Not many of our guys pitch particularly well, and it's a pretty hitter-friendly park there, but I like Jeffrey Springs. He's starting to wear on me. I wasn't sure about him early last year, but he's just been solid, kind of quiet professional. Just goes out, gives you 5 just about every time. Sometimes he'll get you 6, but nothing real flashy. Not a lot of velo, but good placement and just disgusting changeup.
Yeah, I've liked him. He's definitely been helping out my fantasy team this year.
I swear I'm gonna get. Maybe I'll just join one of your leagues next year instead of trying to set. I don't have enough people in our friend group that play fantasy football or fantasy baseball enough to get a decent league going. So I'll have to join some other league next year, but. Any particular matchups you're looking at coming up this week?
I mean, obviously, the Tigers, but I'm interested to see what the Reds do if they can get back on track, and then San Diego Brewers.
That's a great series. I'm of course I'm paying attention to all of our homer teams, so I'll be looking in on Tigers Mets. I'll be checking in on Rockies Pirates, and then of course A's Cardinals. That's a good series. That's a really good series. I'm also going to be following D-backs Rangers. That could be a pretty meaningful series in the long run. That's kind of what I got for the first half of the week. The weekend series should be good, but we'll get to those as they get here. So, yeah, I think we kept it under an hour, which means I can post the whole video to TikTok. So, all right, let's get out of here then, huh? All right. Go follow Jake on all the socials. Jay _Rehnquist. Make sure you go follow the show on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. We're on all of them. So we'll see you here tomorrow. Move your ass. We're burning daylight. Boom.